Hey, what's up, everybody? Jim Batgos here from Trade Pulse Technologies. Pumped to be back with everybody today. Pumped to be able to share our platform and really how we can provide real-time value, a real-time edge to the everyday trader. Uh, for those unfamiliar with Trade Pulse or you're new to Trade Pulse, just a refresher, we are a order flow analytics company. So, we provide real-time market flow data. We provide real-time order flow data. And along with that, we provide our own AI-driven algorithm, which provides even a further insight into how a stock may perform throughout the rest of the day. So, really our mission, we want to provide a real-time edge, real-time advantage for the active trader, the day trader. We want to provide you with the most up-to-the-minute real-time information so you can make the most informed decision for yourself and achieve investment success ultimately. That's really what we're about. We want to provide that edge intraday so you can get in the market at the most opportune time. So going to pull up an example here on our platform that really helps illustrate how our data can help you out and benefit you intraday, and really how you can use it to make a decision in real time. So pulling it up here we go. So if you look, this is the stock Reddit from yesterday, October 8th. First thing I'm going to point out, this is just for the full trading day. So this is from market open to market close. First thing I want you to notice in terms of these data points that you're looking at, you'll see this black line here. That is the stock price for Reddit. So we track that up to the minute, real time, and we provide that to you on our platform. So you can track it in real time on our platform. You'll see going along with that is this light blue line. This is our institutional flow data point that we track. So this is all your big money orders, typically hedge funds, mutual funds, orders that tend to be $100,000 or more is what we would really quantify here as an institutional flow data point. And then next, if you look, you'll see you got this red bar chart here facing down. And if you look towards the right, you got this green bar chart facing up. So this is our retail order flow that we use. So this is your smaller everyday trader type orders. So this is, if you look at the green, that's more buying than selling. It's positive. If you look at the red being negative, more selling than buying. And then maybe most importantly, in terms of our data points that I'd like to point out, you'll see this power inflow, this vertical green bar that you see here. Again, this is called our power inflow metric. And this is the AI-driven algorithm that I just mentioned a little bit ago. So this is a signal that we provide intraday. It comes in within the first couple of hours of the trading day. And essentially, when this signal is activated, we're saying that there has been a significant shift in the order flow. So going from negative to positive. And really what we're saying is from the moment that signal is activated, there should be a high likelihood the price will rise throughout the rest of the day from that point when the power inflow signal is activated. So it's a bullish trend indicator, essentially, is what we're providing to you here. So when that signal is activated, we're saying that you should expect a very high likelihood that the stock will rise higher than it is currently. So if we dig a little deeper into this example, you'll notice, again, this being Reddit yesterday, first thing I want you to notice is the price, that black line. You can see how the significant decline it had right out of the gate in the market. So market open, first hour trading, that price really dropped. You could see the steep decline it had. And to go with that, you can see that light blue line. Again, the institutional flow data. You can see that really dropped as well. And then at around 10:15 a.m. Eastern, our power inflow signal was activated. That vertical green bar was activated around 10:15 a.m. Eastern. And you'll notice right before it was activated, if you can see that light blue line, it actually ticked up a pretty significant amount from the trend it was on. Again, it was really dropping, but you can see the line kind of ticked up right before that inflow signal was activated. And same thing with the retail flow. You can see that also started to tick up a little bit, and it actually started to turn positive. You see the green over here. That's our retail flow. You can see that actually turned positive as well. And you'll notice after that power inflow signal was activated, the price dropped for a few minutes afterwards, and then there was a steady increase throughout the rest of the day. And you can see that light blue line, again, our institutional flow going along with it, almost parallel to the price, which again kind of further proves the institutional flow can be a huge indicator just in itself. Because again, that's all your big money orders, and typically that can have a pretty big impact on the price. And we provide that data point to you in real time. So, that can lend itself to be a big indicator itself. And you can see throughout the rest of the day, the price stabilized after it reached an intraday high around 203. It hit a bottom point about 195. And really, what I want to point out mostly here about this is the fact that when that power inflow came in, the stock was down around 3-4% on the day. And you'll notice after that power inflow, it rose back to about 203. So it hit a bottom point here. If you look at our data point, the price was around 195 at the intraday low. It got to an intraday high following our power inflow at about 203. So, on a day where the stock was down around 4%, 3%, you actually could have made a profit of around 3% if you had bought in shortly after our power inflow signal was activated. So again, really just kind of proving the power and importance of the order flow analytics and really our power inflow signal, to be able to make a gain on a day where the stock was actually down 4%. So, for anybody that was buying and holding, they actually lost yesterday. But for an active trader who wanted to buy in at the most opportune time, you could have made a profit. And that's really what we're trying to do. Again, try to provide that edge. And that's what our power inflow signals is meant to do for you here. So, with our power inflow signal, just a little more background on it. We provide about 20 signals per day. So we track over 2,000 stocks on our platform. But out of those 2,000 plus stocks, we may only provide 20 power inflow signals. And that's because it's all based on the order flow data. It's all based on the algorithm. It's very specific to what the real-time data says. So, we're not providing 2,000 signals. We're providing only about 20 because it's specific to what the data is saying. So, really, again, we're just trying to provide that real-time edge so you can get in at the most opportune entry point and potentially realize a pretty significant gain, again, even on a day where the stock was down on the day. So really just trying to prove the importance there of our data points. So really just wanted to show this example. Really on our platform, again, we have about 20 power inflows a day. We could go over many different examples to help further illustrate what our data looks like and how it can work with the price movement on a stock. But again, really we're just trying to provide that edge, that intraday advantage for the trader, because I think for everybody, one of the hardest things about trading is timing. What's the lowest entry point I can potentially get into. Everybody would like to buy low and sell high. That's ultimately what we're trying to help out with. That's the edge we're trying to provide with our power inflow signal and our order flow analytics. So really hope you found this example really useful. If you'd like to learn more, please feel free to visit our website. We're at tradepulse.net. You can learn more about us there. We have a free trial. If you wanted to get in there and just test out our data and see what it looks like and see how it can benefit you, feel free to try out our free trial. We'd love to have you, and hopefully you see a real benefit. And if you do, you can sign up for one of our subscriptions as well. We have 3 different level of subscriptions. If you wanted to get in there and choose one of those, you get different levels of features as well. So, and then you can also contact us through our website as well. So if you wanted to reach out, you have any questions, we'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get back to you as well. So feel free to check us out. Again, tradepulse.net. We'd love to hear from you. Want to thank everybody for joining today. It's a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be with you all. Pleasure to partner with Tradier. It's awesome to be able to share our platform with everybody. So thank you so much for joining once again. Really appreciate it. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.